Kuzazambo and welcome to Bhutan e-Learning Project. I'm Runchin Wongmo, a teacher of Phuntsho Pelri Primary School under Samsi Zongkhak. This lesson is for Key Stage 2, classes 4 to 6 mathematics. Before beginning our lesson, I would like to introduce you with some of the keywords that you are going to come across in this lesson. And the keywords are flip, slide, turn, reflection, translation, and rotation. To remember these keywords, I have a song for you. And remember to use flip for reflection, slide for translation, and turn for rotation. It goes like this. I flip for reflection, I slide for translation, I turn for rotation in geometry. I flip, slide, and turn. Flip, slide, and turn. How was it? Was it interesting? I hope you enjoyed doing it. This song is going to help you remember these keywords throughout the lesson. This lesson is about transformation. The word transform means to change. And the word transformation means to move a 2D shape according to a rule, either by reflection, rotation, or translation. So, the first transformation that we are going to look into is reflection. Do you know what is reflection? Reflection means to flip a shape across the reflection line without changing its size or shape. Alright, let us look at this triangle. Can you see this triangle? And can you see the line beside that triangle? That line is called as the line of reflection, or it is also called as mirror line. Let us see how to reflect this triangle. Now the triangle have been reflected on the other side of the reflection line. Can you see the image now? The first one is called the original shape, and the second, after reflecting, it is called as image. Okay? There are two things that you have to remember when you reflect a shape. The first one is both the original shape and the image will be at equal distances from the reflection line. The second point is the size and the shape will not change. What will change is the position of the shape. So remember these 2 points when you are reflecting a shape. It's time to look at another example. Can you look at this triangle now? Now the triangle is above the reflection line. Where do you think the image will be? Yes, the image will be down, isn't it? If the original shape was like this, it will reflect downwards. So this is also another reflection. Can you look at this letter F now? You can see letter F with the reflection line and another letter F on the other side, isn't it? So, do you think this is reflection? Is this a reflection? No, this is not a reflection, right? What is the reason? The reason is that the letter F have slided to right instead of reflecting. So, if the letter F have reflected correctly, it will appear like this. Alright? So, one more point that you have to remember, and that is when you reflect a shape, image will appear opposite to the original shape, which means the right side of the original shape will appear on the left side of the image, and the left side of the original shape will appear as the right side of the image. So these are the things that you have to remember when you are reflecting a shape. Now we are into the second type of transformation, which is called as translation. What is a translation? Translation means to move a 2D shape according to a rule, either to left, right, up or down. Let us see how to translate a shape. Can you look at this grid? Do you see black arrow at the center of the grid? That arrow is called as the original shape. Let us see how to translate the arrow 3 units to right and 3 units up. Can you see the orange arrow now? That is the image which is translated 3 units right and 3 units up. Now the original shape have shifted to the up right side from the original position. Let us see how to translate this arrow 3 units right and 3 units down. Where do you think the image will be? Yes, it will be right down side from the original position. Now we are into the third transformation, which is called as the rotation. Rotation means to turn a 2D shape about a fixed point, which is called as the turn center. The turn center can either be on the shape, inside the shape, or anywhere outside the shape. There are 2 things that you have to know when you are rotating a shape. The first one is the sizes of rotation. And the sizes of rotation are 1/4, half, and 3/4. 1/4 will give right angle, which means 90 degree, and half turn will give you 180 degree. 3/4 will also give you right angle, which is 90 degree angle. And the second thing that you have to know when you are rotating a shape is the directions of rotation. There are 2 directions of rotation. The first one is clockwise direction as shown here, and the second one is the counterclockwise direction like shown here. Clockwise direction is the direction in which the clock moves, and the counterclockwise direction is the direction which moves opposite to the clockwise. The counterclockwise direction is also called as anti-clockwise direction. This shows 1/4 clockwise. The second one shows half turn clockwise. The third one 3/4 clockwise. Now let us look at how to rotate the shape counterclockwise. First one is 1/4 counterclockwise. The second one is half counterclockwise. The third one shows 3/4 counterclockwise. So this is how you rotate a shape using the direction and sizes of the rotation. Now let us see how to rotate this trapezoid 1/4 clockwise. So when the turn center is on the shape, this is how you rotate the shape. Can you see this? This is 1/4 clockwise. Now what if the turn center was inside the shape? Look at this one. This trapezoid has the turn center inside the shape. So when the turn center is inside, you can also rotate it the same way you rotated the first one. So here, let us rotate this shape 1/4 clockwise. This is how you rotate a shape when the turn center is inside. The last case, when the turn center is outside. When the turn center is outside, you have to remember to maintain the distance between the shape and the turn center throughout the rotation. I hope you have understood these 3 different situations where the turn center is inside, on, or outside the shape. In rotation, you might have noticed that 1/4 rotation and the 3/4 rotation, they result in same image. Look at the side. They both result in 90-degree angles. You might have also noticed that half turn clockwise and half turn counterclockwise, they also result in same image. Look here. They both shows 180-degree angle. Now that you have looked into all the three transformations, we have to know how to combine all these three transformations and transform a shape. Let us look at combining transformation now. Combining transformation means to combine different types of transformation together and transform a shape. We will look into combining transformation using this question. The question says, reflect shape A across the reflection line, then translate it 7 units left and 2 units up. Finally, rotate the shape 1/4 clockwise, and you have to call the last shape as shape B. I will show you how to do this question. We are given with a trapezoid, and we are also given with the turn center, which is inside the trapezoid, and there is the reflection line below the trapezoid given to us. So, the first part of the question asks us to reflect the shape A. Where do you think the trapezoid will be after reflection? The trapezoid will come down, isn't it? It will become upside down. You can see after reflection, the yellow trapezoid have become upside down. The second part of the question asks us to translate the shape 7 units to left and 2 units up. You can see the orange trapezoid there. That is the translated image. The last part of the question asks us to rotate the shape 1/4 clockwise. This is how you rotate the shape 1/4 clockwise. Can you see the red trapezoid there? That is the rotated image of the translated one. So we have to name the red trapezoid as shape B. This is how you combine transformation. This is called as combining transformation because we have used all the three transformations to transform the shape A to shape B. Sometimes questions will also ask you to transform the shape using only 2 transformations. This is also called as combining transformation. Remember, whether you reflect, translate or rotate any shape, the size and the shape will always remain same. What will change is the position of the shape. Now we are into the last segment of our lesson, and that is about rotational symmetry. What is a rotational symmetry? Let us look into rotational symmetry using this equilateral triangle. Do you see this equilateral triangle here? The turn center is given there at the center of the triangle. The vertices of the triangle is being labeled A, B, and C. If you notice, the side A and B is shown by a thick dark line so that when you rotate, you can understand how the shape is being rotated. This equilateral triangle have to be rotated for 3 times. Do you know why? It is because triangle have 3 sides. That's why we'll rotate the triangle for 3 times. This is how I have rotated the equilateral triangle. First, the dark line side was that side. Second, it have come down. And third, it have come this side. So, all these 3 times, the triangle have looked same. Isn't it? Is it same or not? It is same, isn't it? So, the point here is, if a shape looks same, before making one full turn, it is said to have rotational symmetry. Triangle have looked same for 3 times, so the order of rotational symmetry for this triangle is 3. Let us look at another example. Can you see the green rectangle here? And the one side of the green rectangle is shaded with dark line. Now, how many times do you think you have to rotate this rectangle? Yes, you have to rotate this rectangle for 4 times. Why 4 times? Because rectangle have 4 sides. This is how the rectangle have been rotated 4 times. Can you tell me how many times the rectangle have looked same? Yes, it have looked same twice, isn't it? It has looked same for 2 times. The original one and the down one. So that means rectangle have rotational symmetry, and the order of rotational symmetry for rectangle is 2. Why 2? Because it have looked same twice. There is another situation when you have a shape like this. This is an exceptional case. Look at this arrow. You can see that the arrow have 6 sides, but you cannot turn this shape for 6 times. Reason, the back side of the arrow is inward, so you cannot make both the back side as the base. Instead, you will consider the back side as one base. Alright, so rotate the shape for 5 times, and this is how the rotation is done. Can you look at this carefully? Does this arrow have rotational symmetry? Yes or no? No, isn't it? The reason? Because this arrow have not looked same at any point before making one full turn. So if this shape do not have rotational symmetry, what will be the order of turn symmetry for this one? I know most of you have thought that the order of rotational symmetry is 0 since it do not have rotational symmetry. But it is not 0, it is 1. Why it is 1? When the shape do not have rotational symmetry, the shape will at least look the same once after reaching the final position or its original position. That's why even though the shape do not have rotational symmetry, the order of turn symmetry is 1. We have come to the end of our lesson now. Let's recall what we have learned. We have looked into 3 transformations. What were the 3 transformations we have looked into? Reflection, translation, rotation. Then, after that, we looked into how to combine these transformations. The last segment was about rotational symmetry, and we have also learned how to find the order of rotational symmetry. I hope you have understood. So, as a home task, I have few questions for you. The first question is, translate the rectangle 4 units right and 2 units up. The second question for you is, reflect the shape across the reflection line. The third one for you is, rotate the triangle 1/4 counterclockwise about its turn center. So these are the 3 questions for you. I hope you can do this. If you have any doubt, ask your brother or sister or any elder nearby you. So we have come to the end of this lesson. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you.